A constant stream of refugees in a crisis that's lasted almost 2 years has now become a flood. People injured in the fighting among those arriving here on the Jordanian border. The UN knew the numbers would go up, but officials say they're finding it hard to keep up with the scale of this crisis. The governments of Jordan, Turkey and Lebanon have all said they can barely cope with the numbers arriving. The UN says the situation inside Syria is even worse. A total of 4 million, up from a previous estimate of 2.5 million people, have been displaced from their homes and are in desperate need.
We are watching a humanitarian tragedy unfold before our eyes. We must do all we can to reassure the people that we care and that we will not let them down.
A conference was held in Kuwait to raise money for humanitarian assistance for Syria. $1.5 billion was pledged, but only 20% has so far been received. And in the 3 weeks since the conference, the situation on the ground has got so much worse. The number of refugees had been rising steadily. By the end of the first year of the crisis, 2011, there were 8,000. A year on, and the number had grown significantly, over 568,000 by the end of 2012. But the alarming rise this year has exceeded all of the UN's estimates. There are now more than 857,000 refugees, a rise of 50% in just the last 8 weeks. The UN had come up with a worst-case scenario, 1.1 million refugees this year. However, the figures are now rising so fast, 5,400 refugees on average leaving Syria every day, that it's likely that that figure will be exceeded within 2 months. Nearly 900,000 refugees, 4 million people displaced inside Syria. The statistics are staggeringly grim. You would think it couldn't get any worse, but with the diplomacy stalled and the violence raging, there is no doubt that it will. James Bays, Al Jazeera at the United Nations.